Hi, this is John C. Robinson, author of Birding for Everyone, and I'm here today to talk about wild bird feeding. Now, if you've been feeding birds for as long as I have, one of the biggest questions you face is what type of bird seeds do you get to feed all the birds in your backyard? Well, we're going to explore that today, and I'm going to meet with my friend Joni Smith, and we're going to actually walk you through the different types of bird seeds that you can buy for the birds in your backyard. Let's go inside. All right, so we're inside the store now, and we're with my friend Joni. And Joni, we're right in the middle of December, and everyone's feeding birds right now. So it's just one of the best times when people are coming in almost every day asking, what bird seed do I get for my birds? So let's walk through and see what we got. Now, I noticed that you've picked out black oil sunflower. Let's get a close-up view of that. Okay, great. So let's talk about some of the birds that come to the black oil sunflower. What birds are most of the customers looking to get when they put that out in their feeder?
Well, most customers are looking to get every species they can possibly get, and I think that black oil sunflower seed is probably one of the best, especially the shelled sunflowers. But this one, the black oil, does have a shell. But this is probably the most popular of all the single seeds would be sunflowers, black oil sunflowers.
Okay, and for people around the country who are looking to put black oil sunflower out in their feeder, we're looking at probably getting finches, cardinals, grosbeaks, titmice, chickadees, nuthatches. You know, it's probably one of the most desired bird seeds out there. All right, now let's come down a little bit, and I noticed that you've got sunflower chips. So let's talk about that for just a moment. Let's go ahead and kind of pick out a handful of that. So this is the black oil sunflower without the shell. And what birds would be attracted to this kind of a mix?
It would be pretty much the birds that you had mentioned, but you might also get some birds that aren't too good at cracking the shells. We have customers who get mockingbirds occasionally. Even a stray oriole has been known to eat chips. But mostly you'll get the same birds that you would get with the whole sunflower seeds.
Okay, and being I've used both the fine and the medium sunflower chips, and one of the things that I've also gotten out there is the chickadees, the finches, titmice, as well as woodpeckers will come in a lot. So,
Yes,
okay.
absolutely.
All right, now right next to this we have Niger, which is one of my favorites. Now this is a very fine seed. It's actually imported from India and some other places outside the United States. It's actually heat treated when it comes into the country. But what's really interesting about this is that this is what you are going to use when you want to attract goldfinches, right?
Correct. Both the lesser goldfinch and the American goldfinch.
Okay, great. Now we're here in California, and of course we do have the lesser goldfinch. And then if you're in the eastern U.S., you only have the American goldfinch. And what type of feeder would this go in?
It would go in a Niger thistle feeder, which is basically the same as any other feeder except that the feeding ports are super tiny to accommodate the small seed.
All right, great. So let's take a look at another one that I think is going to be of great interest to our uh, viewers, and this is the peanuts. You've got shelled peanuts down here. Let's go ahead and get a sample of that, and we'll take a look at this. And so you can see the peanuts, and you can actually put this into a straight peanut feeder, or you can just put it out in your regular bird feeder. What type of birds do you find coming to the peanuts here in California?
Mostly the woodpeckers, different woodpecker species, also the northern flicker, but you'd still get chickadees, you'd still get nuthatches and titmice.
Okay. This is a great one, and I love getting the jays and the woodpeckers as well. So this is good. Now let's talk about my final one, which is the white proso millet. And I noticed that you have both the hulled white millet, which has no exterior seed coating on it, as well as the regular white millet that actually has the seed coating on it. And what type of birds are actually going to come in and eat the millet?
Mostly the birds that prefer to eat on the ground. So we get, at least in California, we get the Oregon juncos, probably I guess the dark-eyed juncos elsewhere. We get the white-crowned sparrows, golden-crowned sparrows, California towhees, all the mourning doves, California quail.
Okay, great. And what's going to be the biggest difference for customers versus the regular white proso millet that does have the hull on it, and the white proso millet where the shell has been removed?
Mainly, it's that any of the shellless seeds will not grow, and everybody loves that, and no mess.
Okay, so there's the no mess factor coming in. One thing that I remember about millet is that when you're using the millet, it's a double-edged sword, meaning that you want to put enough out there to attract the birds that you're looking for, but at the same time you don't want to put too much millet in there because then you might attract too many house sparrows. Okay, so that's good. Now, what we've done is we've gone through some of the basic ingredients as far as what you can put in a blend and put out into your bird feeder. And if this sounds really complicated, the manufacturers have actually made it really easy for us, and they've actually created all kinds of different blends where they've already figured out the mathematical formulas on how to put these in. So if you're not interested in trying to figure this out for yourself, just come into the store and buy any of the blends that will attract the birds that you desire to have in your backyard, right?
That's right. That's right.
Well, Joni, I want to thank you for helping us walk through this amazing array of different wild bird seeds that you can feed for your wild birds. And I hope that everyone who's watching this video will now know what bird seed to get for the birds in their backyard.
I hope so. Thank you.